Hey Sagittarius, happy 2020 and happy new year to you. I have taken a short hiatus from videos, but I am back and I wanted to kick the year off with a 2020 overview of what types of energies you have coming in some different areas of your life, okay? At the end of the reading, I'm going to read from you from the booklet to see about an animal spirit energy that you could choose to work with this year that may help you navigate some of the things that we see in the cards. So this first row, we'll take a look at the general themes and energies that you will have coming this year, this 2020 year. This second row will be for your work and career. And this third row will look at love and relationship energies for the year, okay? So let's get started with your general theme. That's the Four of Wands, the Judgment, and the Eight of Pentacles. So Sagittarius, it looks to me like you are going to be spending some time this year really focusing on honing some skills. And what I'm getting from this is a lot of that work might have to do with your social engagements and the groups that you tie yourself to. So some of what you're working on this year may be related to your public persona, the types of groups and friends that you interact with. There could be some development, and so you could be focusing, this 2020 for you could be there could be a heavy focus on your friendships, your social relationships, that kind of thing. And that may be due to some past decision. So some situations that have come up for you in the past may have in some way, shape, or form forced you to, I forgot to connect my microphone. Give me 1 second here. I'm so sorry. Let's see if that sounds any different since I'm pretty close to the phone as it is here. But so maybe some situations have come up for you in the past that have kind of forced you to do some kind of reconciliation or have some kind of reckoning, so to speak, when that's tied to your social behaviors, your social patterning, the types of friends, how you manage your friendships, how you treat your friendships. Really, I think I see creating friendships that are valuable to you, right? So not just so more focus on value relationships versus just people in general, and then developing the friendships that you have is what I'm seeing, and that this friendship theme is coming across really strong for me for some reason. So you'll have to let me know if that resonates for you, Sagittarius. And I probably forgot to mention this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, okay? What else can we get here? Some general energies. I also think that this 2020 for you is going to be, it's going to bring in some new, really going to bring in some different and new energies for you. You might have been going through a little bit over the course of maybe the last several years. This is not going to be a short period of time thing. This will be over the course of several years. You may have been going through some variety of like a dark night of the soul, and 2020 is going to be your year to kind of shine with that. So you've done quite a bit of work at this point, and you're really going to start branching out this year. I see, and there's going to be work that you continue to do tied to whatever this opening yourself up is for you. I'm getting strong kind of friendship and social organizations, but however it resonates for you, I see you continuing to work on that. I see you continuing to focus on that and really kind of coming into your own this year. I think I think overall this looks like a very successful, fulfilling, meaningful year. Okay, let's take a look at your career and work. Knight of Cups, the Lovers, and the Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Well, Sagittarius, you know, very possibly with these cards, you will meet somebody at work whom you know, form a relationship with. So now let's qualify a relationship, because I'm getting different kinds of relationship. This is a card about relationships. This is a card about relationships. And this could also be a card about relationships. So let's start to qualify the type of relationship. For some of you, this will be a strictly business type relationship where your work this year is work, meaning the challenge that you're going to have is to find how to integrate and bring together two different parts, right? Excuse me. Maybe bringing together some different ideas, maybe bringing together some different groups, maybe bringing together some different personalities, and finding ways to make them work together to be able to create something, right? To be able to produce something at work, whatever that is for you at work. The Knight of Cups is a hopeful energy. However, there's typically, for me, a caveat with the hopeful energy that the Knight of Cups brings, and that can be sometimes misleading. It can be intentional or not intentional. That's just going to depend on the situation. This is a general reading, so I'm giving you as many options and ideas as will come to me based on these cards. So this group and these things that you might be trying to integrate in order to create what it is that you need to create in your workspace, there may be some challenges around clarity of intention, trusting that, you know, the people that are tied into the group, or maybe it's one person in the group, trusting that they have, you know, best intentions at heart. You may not fully trust them, and yet I think you're still going to be faced with this challenge of learning how to work with this energy, which can sometimes be a very challenging one, because there are often some kind of trust issues. The Knight of Cups can often bring in, you know, genuine, true, you know, in this case it would be aspirations and, you know, feelings or commitment to a particular project or a particular situation. Absolutely. So for some of you, you know, that's can absolutely fit here, which is, you know, maybe you'll get a new manager. And that person will bring in some fresh ideas that will be genuine and true and will really help the team integrate to be able to produce some beautiful things this year. Another way that we could look at this would be that there is someone currently within the group who you may not fully trust, Sagittarius, or you may not be able to fully get a read on them in terms of what their true intentions are. Maybe they're not reliable, right? Maybe they say they're going to do something and they say they're going to meet a deadline, and maybe they don't. And so your challenge with the Lovers here is going to be to find a way to, you know, kind of get them on board, get them on the same page with you, so that you guys can get to this place where you're able to create something in a very collaborative manner, right? This is a card about collaboration, but a collaboration that actually produces something. All right. For those of you who are going to be looking for work, I would say, you know, kind of be mindful of, you know, what type of opportunities you are spending time on. Meaning, you know, I put myself out there as a contractor, and so there are some positions that I get suggested to me or offered to me from recruiters that, you know, once I get talking to them, that it kind of seems a little shady. So that would be something to look out for if you are looking for work, right? The other thing here with the Knight of Cups, if you're looking, is to possibly check in with your gut. All right, so like listen to your instincts when it comes to which direction to go in order to find a job that suits you best, where you can have this collaborative type of environment, where you can have an environment where the focus is to integrate and to really, have team members and have the people that you're going to be with really genuinely working to be on the same page. So that may be an intention to set, I guess is the point I'm trying to make there. So if you're looking for work, maybe do some clear intention setting that this may be the type of environment that you're looking to work in. So that might be the suggestion for you, is it's giving you, the cards maybe giving you a suggestion on how to manifest the job that you want, is to get really clear on what it is that you're trying to bring together and to integrate. What aspects of your skills are you looking to integrate? Are you looking to utilize in this next job? How do you want to market yourself, right? So getting really clear on what you want to bring forward on a resume, in a job interview, on LinkedIn, whatever the case is, okay? All right, let's take a look at your love and romantic life. So this is the Prince of Arrows, otherwise known as the Knight of Swords. Here's the Ace of Arrows, or the Ace of Swords. And here is Desire, or the Chariot. Excuse me. So let's see what you have going on here for your love and relationship area. Looks to me, Sagittarius, like you are going to be making some pretty swift and possibly hefty decisions in the area of relationship. If you're in a relationship, what I just said stands, okay? There may be some really quick decisions that you either need to make or that you do make. And that might be tied to, needing to part from the relationship, where it becomes it's a bittersweet, this is a bittersweet type of energy where there may still be love and there may still be connection, but circumstances have arisen that have caused you to need to be apart. That could be work, it could be health, it could be a lot of different things that might cause a situation like that to happen. And so there's this is like a reluctant goodbye, where you may find in this coming year that you're faced with that very difficult challenge, and it may be something that happens, you may need to make that decision very quickly. And this is a logically based decision. This is not a decision based on, this is not a heart decision, because I think your heart would have you stay. So this may be this is the most logical thing to do at this point in time, and it becomes like this bittersweet situation where, yes, you might prefer to stay, but you are just, for whatever reason, you two are not able to do so. All right, so that's for those of you that are in relationship. For those of you that are not in relationship, I see some very quick energy coming in, but I don't necessarily see love with this. I see opportunities to have energy come in, to have like romantic love relationship energy come in. So that's definitely here, and like the desire to have that is here. The Chariot is like a go-getting type of card, right? It's a forward momentum, forward moving type of card. So I think you may make some progress in this coming year. Now this is just based off of 3 cards, okay? So it looks to me like you're going to be making some progress in the area of love and relationship if you are not currently in one. Based on these 3 cards, I can't say that you're absolutely going to find love in this coming year. Firstly, this is a general reading. Secondly, this is reading is based on 3 cards to give you an idea of the general energies around relationship. But I do see the potential for new energy to come in. And I do see progress and momentum in the area of relationships. So take that, and if it resonates, take that for what it's worth and what it means to you. Hopefully you find that encouraging in some way. So let's take a look at your animal spirit message and see what animal spirit you could potentially utilize and work with this coming year. Antelope spirit, life is speeding up. I mean, do we have a more speedy type of energy other than the Knight of Swords? That's probably the speediest energy in the deck, I'm just saying. And so is this. You know, this is a pretty speedy energy too. Speedy in terms of momentum, like forward moving momentum. So that's really interesting. Let's see what the booklet says about antelope spirit that you can utilize. All right. The oracle message is, when antelope spirit rushes into your life, you are being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. You are being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving. Set your intentions and take action toward making your dreams real. We talked about that here, and we talked about that here. Interesting. I think we talked about it up here too, didn't we? That's really interesting. There is an intensity you can feel, and it is important to take advantage of this energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to step it up. If you're asking about a relationship, make that first move. So maybe this is you being the Prince of Arrows here. Just know that the intentions you have set in motion are coming together now at warp speed. Absolutely. Stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting, and antelope spirit calls for you to move quickly. 100%. I really feel like this has a lot to do with this relationship energy, Sagittarius. This is interesting. All right, I'm also going to read you the protection message because although I'm not using reversals in any deck today, this message is intended if this card came up in reverse, but sometimes the way that these are worded, it really might resonate with you, so I want to read you this as well. Do you feel how fast the world is changing? Like everything is moving at warp speed? It's hard to control desired outcomes or set fixed goals because by the time you get there, you will actually have moved beyond it. Now is the time to let go and enjoy the exhilarating ride as intentions you have set in motion in the past are coming into form with lightning speed. Your job is to stay the course, even if the pace feels dizzying. You may find you will change your mind a half dozen times or more, absolutely, Gemini energy, or more as you improve your offerings, and that is just fine. Make peace with the pace, for if you ride this quickening energy, you will solve challenges quickly and effortlessly instead of being bogged down. I love that. So I think the signal here is for you to maybe pick, because this is very fast energy here. So maybe this is a suggestion to slow down in the area of relationship here. This whole thing requires, actually this whole reading, the suggestion here, this whole reading is to kind of take your time, right? Take your time, work diligently, hone your craft, whatever that is. I got strong friendship and social situations here, but whatever that means for you. This as well, integrating a team, integrating different energies, that takes similar type of idea. That takes patience, it takes diligence. And this is such fast energy here. So the suggestion may be for you to do exactly that, is just learn how to pace yourself this year. So that might be a theme, Sagittarius, that you keep in mind for this 2020, is to pace yourself. All right, and so the last sentence or two here is the best way to use this energy is to let go of worry and stay mindfully present as you continue to take action. Also, if something is not going to be in your best interest, no matter how badly you want it, Antelope will quickly remove it so you can move toward what is truly meant for you. If something is taken away, be grateful and keep moving. This is not the time to sit still, but to breathe deeply and move forward with velocity. So the suggestion here is, this energy is in place for you already. Antelope spirit might very well be a great animal spirit for you to work with this year because it will keep you moving forward, but it may teach you how to pace yourself and prioritize perhaps a little bit more than you have been. So I love that. I think that's a great closing message. I hope you found that helpful, Sagittarius, and I will see you soon. Okay, take care.